Okay, so the default parameter, if we see, this ES6 allows the function parameters to have a default value. As we can see here, y has a default value of 10, and while calling this function we have just passed the value for x, and the function will automatically pick the value for y, and it will return the x plus y as a 15 over here. Then rest parameters, so this is also known as a three dot syntax. So the ES6 allows a function to treat the n number of arguments as an array. So in this case we are calling this sum function by passing comma separated multiple arguments, and in this sum function these parameters uh, will take that all the argument as an array, and will loop through this parameters one by one, and will add it to some variable and return the sum of all these arguments using this sum function. Then we have some string methods. One is includes, starts with, and ends with. These all three methods will check that like include will check the this word is exist in this string or not. Starts with method will check that this word or this string is at start of the given text, and the ends with will check this given text is at the end of this text string. And if includes doesn't found this word, it will return false. Start with also will return false if the word is not starting with the given string, and ends with also return false if the given string is not ends with this given substring. Then we have array methods at from, and there is a keys, a find, and find index. So we'll go one by one. So we can create array from the key string using this array.from. So here it will output as a array of a b c d e f g. Then we have this fruits array which has 4 elements, and if we try to console the log this fruits.keys, it will log 0 1 2 3. Then we have declared one array numbers which has 5 elements, and we'll try to find the number using this callback function. And that is if the number is greater than 18, it will return 15 in our case, because this is the first value which is passing to this given function. If the element is not found, it will return undefined. Then we have this find index. uh, so we are passing this callback function and checking that the matching first element, which is 25 in our case, which is passing this function. So it will return 3 in our case, because it's the 25 is on the third position. If the element is not found, this find index will return -1. So new number properties and some static methods they have added in ES6. They have added this epsilon, max safe integer, and mean safe integer. These three static properties they have added in number, and then they have added these two static function to check the given number is integer or not, and the second is safe integer to check the given number is a safe integer or not. So the safe integer will check in range of the max safe integer and the mean safe integer, and it will return true if the given number is in range of these two, or it will return false. So ES6 also has added some global methods, that is finite and is none. So here in our case this 10 divided by 0 will return false for is finite, and when this 10 divided by 1 will return true because it's a finite number. And then we have isNaN method. If the given argument is a number, it will return false. If the given argument is not a number, it will return true. So this object dot entries function they have added in ES6. So here we can see this, we have declared one array, and we get the fruit list dot entries. So this function will return the combination of the key and value. So we can see here we have called this entries function, and will if we try to loop for this f variable, it will log 0 banana, 1 orange, 2 apple, like this. So the ES6 modules are imported in two different ways. That's named exports and the default exports and imports. As we see here, we have these two files, person.js and the message.js, and from person.js we have exported this named exports name and age, and from message.js we have exported the string as a default, and we access the default export, we import the default export. As here we can see, import message from that file, and for the named export we wrap it in uh, curly braces, like this. Next is the destructuring array and object. We have this array declared here, and then we have this object for destructuring. So the array destructuring, as we have these two elements in array, we'll just declare the const a and b, and in this way we'll get the first value in a and the second value in a b. In same way, in objects we have declared this fname and lname property, and then we'll access this fname and lname in our newly created variables, like this. Also we can give alias to this lname variable like last name, as we see here using this colon syntax. Okay, so then template string, uh, this is also called raw string, which is wrapped in backtick, start and end. So and also we can wrap any expression uh, in this template string using this dollar and opening in curly braces. So as we can see here, we have wrapped this place variable to our template string. Then we have concise properties and methods in object. Like this, we can add concise properties and methods in our object. So here we can see we have declared this fname variable John, and this variable we can use as a property of this object. As we can see here, we have used this fname as a property and its value is John, and here we have declared this concise property. uh, in old way we uh, usually declare properties like this function, but in ES6 we can directly declare property using the name and use this uh, parenthesis, and other part is same as the function.